Hi, welcome back to my channel, SpeedToggled here. Hope you're having an amazing day. So this video is a little different from what I usually post. It is going to be a Q&A for 50k subs. Thank you, by the way, for 50k subs. So I just have some Q games playing in the background, and I picked a decent amount of questions to answer. So I guess let's get started. First up is from Do the Math. It is who taught you the most about Bridge, and I personally have to say either Raybot or Apple Pies. They taught me a lot about Bridge and like overall just helped me get good at the game. Oh, sorry about the lawnmower if you hear that in the background. They like just started mowing right when I was planning out this video. Alright, next question. How do you join PremQ? Do you just make a lot of connections with PremQ members and get good? Basically, yeah. Just like work your way up in bridge scrims to like premium or so, and then over time you'll be able to get into PremQ. It's usually like a vote thing, but once you're like at premium level, you usually talk with a lot of the PremQ members, because it's not like we like distance ourselves. I don't know. It's I don't know how to just like play and get better, and over time you'll get invited. Alright, next one. Did you get good after watching other people or learning yourself? Alright, so when I started Bridge, there weren't any Bridge YouTubers. There was Chaos Keepers, but he usually streamed, and he kind of quit. So I was like, there weren't any videos to like learn off of. Like I was one of the very first Bridge YouTubers. So I basically just played. And like I 1v1'd Raybot a lot to get better. So yeah, I guess just find a duels partner that you can just duel for like hours. That's very similar in skill, or maybe even a little better. Yeah. Next one. How often do you lose interest in Bridge, and what do you do to make it fun? So I lose interest a lot. If you guys can't tell, I don't grind anymore. I don't play really normal queue. That's why I'm slowly falling off Leaderboard, but that's alright. To make it more interesting, I usually like join calls or put on some like good music or even a podcast every now and then, or I just take a break. So I take a break for like a month or two, and then I just want to play Bridge again, and then after like 2 games of like normal queue I get bored, but that's beside the point. I hope I answered your question. I guess I just lose interest a lot, and to make it more fun and interesting, I put on like a podcast or something. Alright, what is your favorite moment from playing Bridge? Jeez, this is like a hard one. I guess my favorite moment is I remember staying up late with Apple Pies. It was June 1st. I stayed up till 12 o'clock because if you guys didn't know, the duel season ended. This was in 2019. I remember staying up late. We were on like queue duty, if you want to even call it that. That's actually kind of weird. There was a guy trying to boost past some other players on Leaderboard, so we were queuing on ults, trying to make him not queue his ult. It worked out, and then just being able to click and get my Bridge number 2 tag, that was like the biggest achievement I've ever had or done in Bridge. So yeah, that's my favorite moment. Alright, what are your hobbies other than playing Bridge? I guess I have like a decent amount of hobbies. I guess I collect Hot Wheels, and I'm kind of like a car guy. I enjoy learning about cars. I always have, before it was a trend. And I guess going out with friends and skateboarding is a hobby of mine too. Yeah, that's really it. I guess I have other stuff, like I play rugby. But yeah, those are basically my hobbies. Alright, was your name always SpeedToggled? If so, how did you come up with it? So I made a video on this. Just a short answer. I played with this guy named SpeedEnabled. I really liked his name, so I kind of copied it and made it SpeedToggled, and then just stuck with it. That's the short answer. If you want to watch the video, it's somewhere down in my channel. It's like how I got my name. It's a little ways down, probably like a year old. Alright, from Extreme Cat, what motivated you to start playing the Bridge? I personally found it hard to play because of all the sweats and toxic people, but you don't seem bothered by them. So I started in PTL before I was in Duels Lobby. So I was on YouTube one day and I saw Technoblade streaming the bridge, and I was like, holy crap, that looks like fun. So I called up my friend on Discord. I was like, hey, let's play some 2v2, and then I just stuck with it. That friend was Mr. Steal Your Bay. I don't know if he plays anymore. I talked to him recently. He just we randomly found each other again, and it was pretty cool. But yeah, so I just started playing, and then I kind of got in before there was all these super big sweats, because the game was like a couple hundred players at the most. I mean, so I'm now one of those sweats. And then toxic people, I just ignore them. They're mad for no reason. So yeah. And who introduced you to Minecraft? How'd you get introduced to Minecraft? This was either God, I don't even know, 3rd or 4th grade. While ago. My friend at the time at my elementary school, I moved since then, so I don't talk to him anymore. We were sitting at the lunch table. He's like, I found this new game where you break blocks and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And before I never really played video games. I had a Wii, and I played Mario Kart and stuff like that. And this is my first real video game on a desktop. So I had this little computer laptop, and my parents, it was a family laptop. And so I begged my parents to buy it, and it was $29. And they bought it after a week of me begging. And then that's how I got introduced to Minecraft. This was long ago, 2011 maybe, 2010, something like that. The game was just pretty new, I think. Yeah, it's been a while. Alright, how did my YouTube journey begin, and how did you get the idea of making YouTube videos? Alright, so I've always watched Minecraft YouTubers the Bayesian Canadian, Germ ASF, Sky Does Minecraft, all of them, the OGs. And I always wanted to be like them. So I just started saving up for a PC. I know that's another question, so I'm gonna be pretty vague on that. I got a computer and made it my goal to just start making YouTube videos, and I just got lucky by being known in the community and just growing over time. I say I'm pretty lucky to be where I am now. Never expected to be 50K. Oops, excuse me. But yeah, I just started recording what I played, and it turned out to this. Alright, how'd you manage grinding bridge, school, and IRL stuff at the same time? I don't even know. I guess I just, during school, I would do homework in queue, because back then the queue was a lot longer. You wouldn't instantly queue. So I would do schoolwork while playing bridge. It's not the smartest thing. I do not recommend this. My grades, they didn't really suffer. I'm an A to B student. I get A's, and then every now and then I get a couple B's. But also I was in freshman, sophomore year of high school, and I didn't really take any hard classes. I had a couple APs. So yeah, and then IRL stuff, hanging out with friends, I wouldn't play on some days. Make sure to focus. Don't push IRL stuff away from don't push IRL stuff away just because you want to play bridge. I do not recommend that. That's honestly just I know I did that a couple of times and I regret it because my friends had some fun that I couldn't do. So yeah, make sure you always put your IRL stuff first, and then school, and then bridge. But I wasn't the best at managing. I just kind of did it, and it worked out. So hopefully that helps. How did you manage your exam, studies, and getting a leaderboard at the same time? And does your parents support you or used to support you when you had less views and subs? So I just answered the first part of the question, but about my parents supporting me, they actually didn't know I had a YouTube channel. They only found out I had a YouTube channel because I was making money, and they thought I was doing sketchy illegal stuff to get my money. And I was like, no, here's my YouTube channel. And at the time I had a decent amount. So I was like, yeah, this is how I make money. Don't think I'm selling drugs or anything. So yeah, that's how they found out. And then they didn't care after that because they're like, oh, you're actually doing something instead of just sitting on your computer for hours a day. So it was honestly surprising for them. Does your arm or hand hurt when you play sweaty bridge for a long time? Not really. I guess it sometimes does, but pretty rare. Must be like if I'm playing like the whole day, but I don't really do that anymore. Did you meet other good players by participating in tourneys, or was it ranked to bridge scrims? So I'm like an OG. Well, not even like, I'm like a semi-OG. I wasn't in the community till January 2019. But back then, we didn't really have tournaments or ranked bridge or scrims. What we did was we joined the server Bridgers. That was like the main community hub. Well, there was like tournaments like BCL, but I didn't really play in those. But yeah, basically I would just met them by asking to duel, or they were in the guild, and we would just keep playing and talking, and over time just became friends and met good players. That's really it. Next up, how's your education going? It's going good. I'm going into my senior year of high school. My grades are good. My GPA is good enough to get into college and stuff. Yeah. What are my PC specs? Okay, so I have a Ryzen 7 3700X for my CPU, a RTX 2060 for my GPU, and then 3600 megahertz RAM, 16 gigabytes by the way. Pretty fast RAM. I guess that's all you really need to know, like the main components, like 750 watt power supply, etc. Yeah. Do I watch anime? I used to a lot. Recently I've been watching more like shows like Outer Banks or All American. I was watching One Piece, but geez, it's so long. I got to like episode 100 and I'm like chilling out. I guess I'm just waiting for like a new anime to drop before I start like watching it again. Nothing against anime, I just haven't been finding it as fun to watch. Did I play on any servers before Hypixel? Yes, I played in a server called MC Central. I was like level 400 in Skywars. I grinded Skywars on that server. They recently renovated it, so I lost all my levels, which sucks. But yeah, I don't really play it anymore. How old am I? I just turned 17 in June. Yep, going into my senior year of high school. How did I get my PC? So I like this question because I know a lot of people want to get their PC, and it took me a while. It took me actually a year or so. I started out with a crappy PC and slowly built it up from what it is now, or from what it was. I did just yard work. I mowed people's yards a lot, like for a whole summer, whole couple summers. Actually, just one summer I mowed yards. I raked leaves. I plowed people's driveways when it snowed. And I just did everything I could to get money. I saved up birthday money, Christmas money. Yeah, it took me like a year to get a PC with like a Ryzen. I had a Ryzen 5 2400G. If you don't know what that is, it's integrated graphics. So I couldn't even afford a graphics card when I first built this PC. So I just ran on integrated graphics. Slowly saved up to get a 580 RX 580. That was for a while until I bought a 2060 and then upgraded the CPU and then slowly upgraded the RAM, etc, etc. It just slowly upgraded it to what it is now. But yeah, just start asking your neighbors if you can mow their yards or if you can rake their leaves for like $30, and that money will add up as long as you don't spend it. How do you jitter for speed bridging? Another question, how would you rank yourself right now among Prem Q members? I jitter for speed bridging. I don't know, I just kind of have it. I don't know, that's really it, just have it. I would rank myself like low Prem Q. I'm not that good anymore. I haven't been playing. Maybe I'm like harsh on myself, but I'm definitely like low, like one of the worst right now. My skill isn't that good. I think that's all the questions. Thank you guys for asking them. There was a lot more. There's like 800 I went through. These are just the ones I picked. So sorry if I didn't pick yours. And yeah, thank you again for 50K, and I'll be making another video soon. Peace.